So Ray J thinks that Kodak needs help. If you look at either of our bubbles here, you might be inclined to agree. So Kodak was recently on an episode of Drink Champs. Ray J chimed in on that appearance by Kodak on Drink Champs, suggesting that this interview is not it, and we need to get this man some help because he does not look as though he is in control of all of his devices. Um, so and then after that, apparently there's now some beef going on between Kodak and Ray J. Ray J saying that you know, he'll whoop Kodak. Once Kodak gets sober up, they can shoot that fade. And Kodak saying Ray J don't want none of this and all of this, BS. So first of all, we'll go ahead and just show you the appearance on Drink Champ so that you can see what has people like Ray J suggesting that Kodak Black needs some help.
And
Damn.
we heard that what you actually said on the song. A lot of people went back on your side. So how did this thing come about?
It really on some shit like, okay, like when they first hit by it, I was some shit, yeah, like shit, fuck like it wasn't nothing to think about. It wasn't nothing like nobody need to call and ask, should I do this? Like nothing, the fuck. But yeah, so then like nothing when it came down to it, I just had to whack like pull down the way with the song. You remember? So when you did that, I recorded it, but like I ain't had to like record and none of shit, or like send it to him after the shit. Cause he was like he got, good. Cause he was on like he got
yes, so we can hear you better, right? What the hell?
Well, what do you think? Because a lot of people at
Mind
first.
you, people. Now this is Drink Champs, but he didn't take a drink yet, so that's just how he is right now.
Yeah, and you can see Ray J's post there. Yo, somebody need to grab bro and make sure he good. This ain't the interview, Nori. We gotta help this dude. I took him to Trump House and he did the most. They were not happy with the experience because he had no guidance and respect. Yo, at WAC 100, let's figure out how we can help this guy instead of watching him self-destruct. And Kodak was not very appreciative of Ray J's comment. So here was Kodak's response to not Ray J, but this was Kodak's response to everyone else who was like, questioning how good is he and, why he was looking the way he was looking, sounding the way he was sounding, and all of that. Because it wasn't just Ray J, it was others who chimed in on that as well. So Kodak went live to address him appearing the way he appeared during his appearance on Drink Champs.
to look healthy. Of course, look. They told me. Of course, look. When it come out of me, y'all don't go off those internet theories like when you when they come to like judging me or getting y'all impression before y'all make a like I'm saying y'all idea or whatever, make up y'all mind on how y'all what you calling it. Don't just go off. Even like never heard somebody say like believe nothing you hear and like half of what you see too, cause looks could be deceiving, and especially when it comes to be that. On top of the Gemini, is me just already, and then on top of that,
Hey, your birthday,
it's 11.
yeah.
Say you are speaking at a regular pace. You haven't had any drugs today. Dog. Whatever.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah,
So
man.
when he was responding there, he said that the show is Drink Champs and he had a little something, which would explain why he was acting like that. But otherwise, looks can be deceiving. Don't believe everything you see and read. Although I don't know how you can. I don't know what part of that could be misconstrued. It's him and it's there and it's him talking and all of that. So I don't know what people could be confusing. But be that as it may, that was him somewhat, kind of coming to his defense with that. But where are you at with this? You think Ray J has a point that this guy needs some help? Do you think that he was looking, not very good on his appearance on Drink Champs? What do you make of this whole situation?
Yeah, I think he looks horrible. I think he looks horrible because he had a little chunky face and it was whatever. But the loss of weight, which is not a bad thing, it's the loss of weight in the face, the sunken in lookness of his face, the sunken inness of his eyes. He had a song that I like, at least the first verse of it, the Versatile 3-1. I like the first verse of that. I feel like he went hammer. And the rest of the song is just outlandish. So, but there was a part in that song where he said, "Hey man, he tried some meth and he liked it." And I was like, "What? Did you just say that? Did you just say you like meth and you tried meth and you liked it?" So yeah, he put that in the song. It was a very popular video. I didn't like that, to be honest, because there's just some young and impressionables listening to that and thinking that trying meth is okay, and if you like it, it's okay. So some kids thought about that. So I wasn't cool with that. But yeah, I just think he's always been off those jiggers, right? Booted off Molly's. So this has always been his reality. I don't even remember the last time I heard him speak coherently. I'm surprised you got that much from his whatever the hell that was. Now I think he was already, sharp bust shawty, when he was a kid. I'm pretty sure he was already on that page. But I don't think he's that illiterate. I think he's just fried his brain. So yeah, I don't get Kodak no more. I feel like he's a shell of a human at this point. I don't think he was an industry plant because I was there for his organic rise. But I think what he has become is a industry clown.
Casualty.
Yeah. And so right now he doesn't even know what's up or down. And his handlers are making sure that he stays doped off of whatever he wants. I'm pretty sure he's getting robbed, financially. Yeah, he's in a bad position, man. I would want him to get sober, but I have never seen him sober. And so I don't even know if that's something that he's going to be wanting to do. So I'm wishing Kodak the best. I was also concerned. I saw just clips of it and I was like, bro, you looking crazy, man. So for other people to say it, and Ray J, I guess, felt like he was in a position because people was like, oh, just hit him up private. He might not be able to hit him up private. Who knows? But he is a celebrity who makes posts. And I think he just was trying to just tell everybody, man, that, let's help Kodak because, he's still a young man and, you hate to see him go this route. But how do you feel about this, man? You feel like he's doped up or he just took some crazy keto diet?
Yeah, I think that he is just in a constant state of being high. Because this isn't like, there's been a bunch of videos that I've seen where it's like people are concerned for Kodak Black's well-being. And you will watch the video and he's like passing out, standing up. There was one video where he was like at somebody's house at like a party and he was like eating something or something and talking at the same time while going live. And during that it was like he was passing out, like you're watching him like pass out live. So this is nothing new. We've seen this before. So it is what it is. All of that good stuff, thoughts and prayers. Hope he gets better if there's anything going on with him, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go too far down that because it goes without saying. The only thing that I will say is I find it very interesting that in his music, he sounds far more coherent than he ever does when he's in a normal situation.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the part that I find interesting is I'm pretty sure that whatever he does privately, he also does when he's making music. I don't think that he chooses to get, I don't think he chooses to be of a sober mind when he's making music, when he's rapping. I would believe that if anything, it would be the opposite, that you kind of get into your state mentally using whatever you need to use to get there in order to, you know, record music to turn into your musical persona. But otherwise, in your private life, things are a bit more low key. If there is like a difference between those two, I would imagine that it would be set up that way, but certainly not the other way around, where you're making music and you're coherent, but then when you're doing things socially or on your own private time or publicly, that's when you're the most faded. So I bring that up to say that I feel like what Kodak does, I feel like the Drink Champs Kodak is the Kodak at all times.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
me too.
I think the Drink Champs Kodak is the Kodak at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I think that that is the same Kodak that be rapping when he's making his songs. And so if he's that coherent when he's making his songs, but he can't seem to string two sentences together when he does interviews, maybe he has some kind of public speaking impediment that is further exacerbated by the fact that he is always doing what he does. And again, I don't know the guy from a can of paint, so I don't know what he does, but he certainly does not look like he is 100% all the way sober when he does his public appearances. So maybe he has some kind of public speaking problem, some sort of public speaking impediment, or some sort of thing that hinders his ability to express himself in the most coherent fashion whenever he is doing something in those contexts. And then whatever he does like to do in terms of whatever substance or whatever he might be into, it sort of exacerbates that, you know, previously established condition. Because, you know, I kind of think that he's the same way all the time. And when he's making his music, I understand every word that he's
I
saying
know
in his
it's
music.
crazy.
It's weird. Yeah, so I don't get it. But I don't know, maybe there's some kind of special elixir that he can take to kind of dull his senses when it comes to his public show. Like, you know, Ray J talking about he needs help. Hey man, listen, everybody can't go. Um, and this kid, that just might be who he is.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. He has gone live. Like I said, he has gone live on his own channels, just like that last one, where he was more faded than that,
Yeah.
literally passing out while he's talking on the live. So, you know, this guy's just kind of built like this. And I just think that he might have an issue with speaking and articulation when it comes to being in public, which maybe that means he don't need to be talking in public and people need to get them off his platforms and keep him from talking in public because it is embarrassing. But to me, I feel like there's more here than just whatever he might be on. It might be a combination of multiple things. And I just think at the end of the day, the boy can't talk.
Yeah, I think well, that's what I said. That's why I felt like he was, you know, in those separate classrooms. That's why I felt like he was already on that. But I think he just fried his brain with dope since he was, you know, 11, 12 years old. And I just think, and then from that, and then hopping on the pills and doing the whatever comes down the pipeline, you know, I think that he already had an arrested development, and then that arrested it even further, I felt.
Yeah.
And to speak to his, and that's why I felt like, you know, his industry, the industry, whatever his thing is, like he knows how to, you know, do tunes and say songs or whatever, and he knows how to do that. So yeah, that is his one, if you want to call it, gift.
Yeah.
And that is his one thing. And then like you said, every other time, as soon as that mic cuts off, or even in between breaks, you can't even understand what he's saying. And so but he knows how to do that. So yeah, it might be something speech impediment wise, or something that never really got developed, you know, but he knows how to, you know, sing and rap.
Yeah.
But but I also think he's fried. And this is the last thing I'll say, because it was probably like a few months ago, I had seen some video of him just, you know what I'm saying, on the ground talking to himself, you know, in a dark room. And I was like, okay, who's recording this?
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's all this stuff that's like, man, he be on them things. So, you know, it's round the clock. As soon as he gets up, he on something. So, yeah, I don't know how somebody like this could be, you know, rehabilitated. You know, hopefully there is a way if he just gets off everything, but you know, unless he's forced, I don't see it happening anytime soon. So, you know, wishing him the best, man. But you know, life has hit him hard. I don't even know if he's not even in his 30s yet. And
Oh no, yeah, not at all.
He's already got leather face.
Yeah.
So good luck, Mr. Kodak, bro.
Yeah, he's a jit still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously the greatest potential problem with stuff like this is what his presence publicly can potentially represent. So, you know, that's the only thing to me. Is just otherwise to me he's just another rapper doing rapper stuff. Honestly, that's just kind of how I look at him. And I know that sounds cynical, but it is what it is, man. I am past the point where I have expectations for these people above what I have the expectations for them for. The only thing that's potentially problematic is how his public representation can be emblematic of a reinforcement of certain tropes and stereotypes. That's pretty much the only thing that crosses my mind with stuff like that. But even having said that, it's in one ear and out the other. It crosses my mind, but then it goes away because he literally is a walking caricature. He is a living, breathing minstrel show.
Yep.
He really is. And so it is what it is. It's no wonder he did a song with 6ix9ine. They're both puppets. They're both walking caricatures. They're both cartoon characters. They're minstrel shows.
Yep.
Yeah. So if he does need help, hopefully he gets it. Otherwise, though, keep it moving, man. You know, I'm pretty sure I know what he's spending all of his rap money on. That's for sure.
Boy. Get help, Kodak. Get help.
Oh gosh.